Hello Internet, Hewlett here with another Burn and Learn, and yeah, kind of a weird like put on the music as loud as I possibly could and tried to read at the same time. That requires massive amounts of mental energy. So it was a great escape, and I've upped my level from 4 to 5, so it's even more of a workout. So for those of you who don't know, my Burn and Learn is my bid to remain alive and fit long enough to raise my amazing son and to enjoy the twilight years with my brilliant, beautiful wife, Jane. And I hate exercise, so I like to learn something while I'm doing it, and I like to share what I've learned with you in the sweatiest way possible, so that's what I'm doing here. Last night, we had an absolutely lovely goodbye to our lovely dog Mars, who's been with us for 14 years and was a fantastic old friend. And I think we sent him off in the most lovely, peaceful way possible. And I'm very, very thankful for that and for my amazing family, for little Baz and Jane, who were just sort of extraordinary through the whole thing. And the amazing vet guy we had who came by, who was just a really... Boy, he just handled it as well as you could ever want something like that handled, and really seemed to understand the whole process, and was very, very good about sort of letting us know what was going to happen and how things were going to happen. And I really, truly feel like we couldn't have given him a better, more peaceful way of going. He had his last little mandarin orange, which is for some reason, apparently dogs hate citrus and all that stuff. Well, our dog loved mandarin oranges, so he got his last mandarin orange and then and then snored his way off and left us that way. And it was as peaceful and as beautiful as you could possibly wish for. So thank you everybody for I've got so many tweets and emails and all sorts of comments and stuff, and it's just lovely. Thank you very much. I know we are very much not alone in this, and it happens all the time with lots of people. It doesn't make it any less painful, but it's very kind of everybody to sort of share their thoughts with us on that kind of stuff. So we must go on. So let me tell you about my learn. So learn today was systems thinking again, and I really don't know why this book suddenly sort of struck me, but I liked his perspective on education, and so I've been sort of reading on, and the one they're talking about right now is basically even just looking at it even as in a self-help kind of a way of how do you look at your situation and where you want to be, and try to picture it as a system. How do you picture it as what are the inputs, what are the outputs you want, and how are things sort of feeding back on themselves, and what part of things are, sort of beyond your control, what are within your control, and also how you can understand the decisions that are being made in the process. So he uses that in the case of politicians, as well as people trying to exercise, just a lot of different things, and it was amazing how often he mentioned dogs. It's funny how dogs get mentioned in everything right now, it seems. So it's a fascinating read, and I'm very curious to see where he's going with it. I don't know whether it's becoming a self-help book or whether it's truly about systems as a whole, but I really like the way he's sort of laying it out, and it requires a bit of thought, which I like as well and appreciate right now. So until we geek again, sweaty or not, here I come. Cheerio, and thanks again, everybody. It really is. It's wonderful hearing from everybody, and I very much appreciate it. And I know Bradlett and Jane do as well. So lots of love. Cheers.